PLC is like a programmable logic controller. So this one is used for doing anything automatically. It is used in manufacturing industries and fabrication industries. Okay, so there are majorly four functions in this. The first one is normally open circuit. Okay, and the second one is normally closed circuit, which has a slash in the circuit, and this one is the output circuit, and this rectangle box is a timer on delay. So if you want to do anything automatically after 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you need to use this rectangle box, that is TO and timer on delay. So basically there are two exercises here. In the first exercise there are 3 experiments. You need to replicate all these 3 and you need to note down your observations here based on the questions. And the second exercise is like you need to simulate a traffic light signal. Okay, so the requirements are given here. Based on that you need to simulate, and you need to attach the photo of the program code and you need to submit with the hardcore report. Okay, and basically this is the PLC machine, and here we use the software called Step 7 software. So here we write the code. The code we call it as a ladder program code. So there are 2 important blocks here. The one is a program block, the other one is a symbol table. In the symbol table you need to give symbols. It is just for representation like this. So for inputs I0.0 we'll give toggle switch S1, toggle switch S2, like that. Okay, so the inputs are given here. All the inputs are noted with I0.0, 0.1, 0.2, and the outputs are given with Q0.0, Q0.1, Q0.2, like that. Okay, so let's replicate the first case as shown in the manual. Okay, so the first one he has given as normally open and normally open, and this is output. So let's try to replicate the same. So for normally open, click on this icon. Okay, after clicking, click this one. This is normally open, again normally open, and then output. So he has given as I0.0, I0.1, and this is Q0.0. And if you check the second one, he has given 2 inputs, again I0.3, this is output Q0.1, and you have to click at the bottom of this I0.3 and again open the open circuit, give I0.4, click on the I0.4 and click on the up arrow, so it will be connected parallelly. So now you have finished the writing the code. Now you need to download the code to the transmission box, that is the PLC box. So click on this down arrow. So it will ask to download which blocks, that is program block, data block, system block. Select everything, click OK. So if you find any errors, it will show here the errors, some errors regarding network 1, network 2. So this is called network 1, this is network 2. So it will show where is the error. So now if the code is okay, it will show that download was successful. Then click OK, and you have to place it in the run mode. For that, click on green button. So place the PLC in run mode, yes. So now the PLC is ready to execute. Now let's see the questions. So it says that like what happens when switch 1 is activated. So once switch 1 is activated, nothing will happen since it is connected in the series button. So you need to operate both the switches to get the Q0.0. So let's see the second question. It says that what happens when switch 1 and switch 2 both are activated. So let's activate Q1 and Q2. So I0.0 and 0.1 are activated, which activates Q0.0. So that is the observation. And the third question, it says that discuss the difference between rung 1 and rung 2. That means what is the difference between this one and this one. So here for the first one, actually both I0.0 and 0.1 should be activated. For Q0.0 should be light up. But in the second case, either of the I0.3, that means either 0.3 or I0.4 is okay to activate the Q0.1. And then the fourth question is discuss the light, the condition to see the light in the second lamp Q0.1 if the input I0.3, that means I0.3 is replaced by Q0.0. that means he wants to replace the Q0.0 here. Now if you make any changes to the program, you have to place it in the stop mode. For that you need to click on the red button, place it in stop mode. Again you click on the down arrow, that is download button, click download. Once you get the success message that download was successful, again place it on the run mode. For that click on green button, so it is placed in green mode. So now to get Q0.1 activated, either you need to turn Q0.0 or I0.4. That means either I0.4 or I0.0 and 0.1. Okay, either of the switches should activate Q0.1. So that is the condition. And if you check the second case, it is also same. You need to just replicate and write down your observations. And the third case, if you check, yeah, I'll just show how to keep this timer on delay. For that, just click here, click delete, and you click on the third icon here and drop down. You can see there is a TON button, timer on. Okay, for here we need to give certain values. For suppose the timer you want to activate something after 10 seconds, then you need to give 100 here. If you want to activate something after 15 seconds, then you need to give 150. And then again you can repeat the same process, download, and you can start the input box. So that is how you need to activate the timer on delay. So for the traffic light signal, it says that first initially switching on, it should turn the red button, then after 5 seconds red and amber, then after 5 seconds green button should be turned on. Okay, so here the question is that once you turned on immediately the I0.0, the red should turn. After 5 seconds red and amber should turn. After 5 seconds red and amber should disconnect, and also it should turn the green. After 5 seconds everything should be turned off. So that is the scenario. For that you need to write your own program code here. That's it.